In a world of untouched perfection, God reached down to the earth and gathered the dust in his mighty hands. With divine artistry, he molded and shaped the clay, forming every detail of man's body with perfect precision. Then came the most extraordinary moment. God breathed the breath of life into the lifeless form, and Adam's eyes opened as the first human soul awakened on earth. Imagine being the only human in a perfect paradise, surrounded by endless beauty. In the Garden of Eden, Adam walked among lush trees and crystal-clear rivers, naming every creature God had created. Lions played peacefully beside deer, while colorful birds soared overhead, all answering to the names Adam gave them. Though he had dominion over this magnificent garden and spoke with God himself, Adam felt a deep loneliness that even paradise couldn't fill. As the sun set on another day in Eden, God saw that it wasn't good for man to be alone.
God saw that Adam was alone in the paradise of Eden, and it wasn't good for man to be solitary. In a divine act of creation, God caused Adam to fall into a deep, peaceful sleep. From Adam's rib, with infinite wisdom and care, God crafted a companion, forming perfect curves and gentle features of the first woman. When Adam awoke, he beheld Eve with wonder and joy, declaring her bone of his bones and flesh of his flesh. Together they stood in Eden, the first man and woman, united as one flesh.
In a perfect paradise called Eden, God created the first humans, Adam and Eve, giving them freedom to enjoy every fruit except one. A cunning serpent whispered to Eve, promising wisdom and power if she tasted the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge. Eve took a bite and shared it with Adam, their eyes suddenly opening to knowledge they were never meant to have. God's disappointment echoed through Eden as Adam and Eve were cast out of paradise, marking humanity's first act of disobedience.
The gates of Eden closed forever as Adam and Eve stepped into an unfamiliar world, their hearts heavy with regret. For the first time, they felt the sting of thorns and the burn of sweat as Adam toiled the resistant earth, while Eve learned to mend garments from animal skins. Together they built their first shelter, learned to make fire, and welcomed their children, Cain and Abel, finding new purpose in their changed lives. Despite their exile from paradise, they discovered something precious: the strength to create a life of their own, guided by love and determination.